I want to thank the sponsor of this channel. It's the Shortboxed app. It's the easiest and safest way to buy and sell graded comic books online. The link is in the description below for Apple and Android users. Every time you use that link to download this app, it helps out this channel. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alex, the Comic Hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. I am beyond excited for this unboxing. It's from CGC, walkthrough service. I sent this book to Kenny Sanderson at Sanderson Studios to see if we can get that nasty spine roll out and get this into a normal size CGC case. That was the ultimate goal. We'll talk a little bit more about the before and after pictures. We'll talk a little bit more about my expectations and level set on what I wanted for this book. So hopefully you guys are excited. Let's see what the wizard did. Here we go. All right, so as you can see, this is the All Flash Quarterly #1 from summer of 1941. It's currently a 3.5 off-white pages. It's in a magazine style holder, and that was my #1 thing that I wanted to change about this. As you can see on the left side of the spine, there's just a big nasty spine roll, and there's a lot of space on that left side in that CGC holder. The bottom staple, I wasn't 100% sure if it was connected or not, or attached or not. And then there's some just dirtiness at the bottom. On the right side, you can see some fold overs. This is outside of the case. You can see some folds and stuff on the right side. Later on, he did confirm that the staple was not attached there. This is the back cover. As you can see, there's lots of room for improvement on the book opening end. There on the left side of this picture. There's lots of room for it to be improved and spine roll corrected. So that was my main goal with this book. We'll talk more about, my goals and level set with that kind of stuff, but just to get it out of this holder and then into, a more normal size holder, remove that spine roll. So here it is outside of the holder. The book is kind of grimy. I really didn't spend time or pay Kenny Sanderson to clean this book for me. What I wanted to do, my main goal was to just spine roll correction. So here is an image of some of those foldovers. I'll get that good. And then here is the back cover. As you can see, boy, oh boy, it's just like a fan how open that book is right there due to the spine roll. All right, so now we looked at the before pictures. Let's talk about my goals for the book, and then we'll look at the after pictures right before we do the unboxing. So my goals for this book, I really wanted to, #1, remove it from the magazine style holder. It doesn't display well with other comic books of the golden age because it's in the magazine style holder, and then other books are in like the normal size one. So it's like much larger. I'm a person of symmetry. I love things to be symmetrical, so that did not jive with my collection. Also, there would be like a CGC box with all these nice CGC books, and then that one would be sitting on top because it wouldn't fit in the CGC box. So anyways, that was my main goal, get this sucker out of that magazine style case. Second goal was to remove the spine roll. I wanted to remove the spine roll. Kenny Sanderson does different methods than flattening the book and stuff like that. He doesn't disclose what methods he used, but he is the absolute wizard. And so I was worried, and I talked to him a lot about the fact that I did not want another blown staple. I couldn't quite tell if the bottom staple was blown or if the top one was just hanging on by a thread, but I didn't want to cause more damage to the book. And he assured me that based on his methods, based on his experience, that was not going to be a concern. It obviously is a risk, but he's very confident that he can do that kind of work without destroying or further damaging the book. He's only going to improve the book. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. Remove that spine roll without damaging the top staple. And if the bottom staple was in fact attached, I didn't want to blow that one either. So I wanted to remove that, where the book opens. I wanted to get that much more straight and not fanned out like it was due to that spine roll. It's just very unsightly when you look at the back of the book, how much those pages are just fanned out completely due to that spine roll. So 1 was get it out of the magazine case. 2 was to get it spine roll corrected. And then 3 was to at least try to preserve the grade. 3.5 is what I bought it at. It would be great to preserve the grade. If it drops to a 3.0 for some reason, that would be fine. Also, there was a couple spots on the book that were a little bit more, he's worried about them. I think he may have put a note when he sent it to CGC, be careful handling this book. Some of these pieces, we don't want that to cause further damage type stuff. Whatever he put on there, he knows what to do. I'm not going to put words in his mouth. Case, spine roll, try to preserve the grade of it. If it drops to a 3.0, that would be fine. If it goes up to a 4.0, I'll be beyond exploded with joy, because 3.5 is what I bought. 3.5 is what I expect. So if we can just keep a 3.5, I will be beyond excited. So my expectations are 3.5. If this is anything more than a 3.5, I will blow up with excitement. So I have no clue what the grade is. Kenny Sanderson knows because he saw the imaging, so we will see. But definitely follow him on Instagram. Let's go ahead and take a look at the after pictures right now and just see how those look right before we open up the box. All right, so here is the before. Quick 6-second shot of the before. You see the spine roll. Here's how it looks corrected. Beautiful job. Now this is before pressing, so he hasn't done any pressing. There's some work on the right side that he still had to do, but wow, it looks so fantastic. And then here is the back cover. You can see that open end is just fanned out like crazy. And then how beautiful it is and how much extra cover was on the front. As you can see, that went over. And nice thing is that bottom staple didn't have much hangover left after the spine roll correction. This is a shot of before where it had some of those little foldovers, and then afterwards, this is still before pressing, but still looks really, really great. So very, very happy with that. And then the last picture here will be on the back of the book, and it has that big open ended part fanned out like crazy, and then beautiful, beautiful, nice, almost completely flush there. It just looks fantastic. Looks really great. Very happy with the results. All right, certainly the moment that I've been waiting for. Now, I haven't had anyone get into this box and do the tape or anything like that. I might actually go do that right now because I can hear that they are home. So I'm going to open the box right now just so you guys can see that I'm actually the one opening the box, and I'm going to have them tape up. I'm going to have them tape up the graded portion of it so we can do the good old-fashioned tape pull. And so I can look at the book freely without worrying about accidentally seeing the grade or whatever, exposing the grade. All right, so we are in the box. We are in the packaging. I'm going to go ahead and pause it right now and have the folks upstairs, my wife or kids, go ahead and tape up all the grades, and we will reveal that in just a few moments. All right, so here it is, all taped up and ready to go. I am checking out the book. Oh man, CGC screwed up part of it. I'll show you. As you can see, there's a fold over part, kind of sucks. So here is the book. Here is the way it looks. Top part is nice and flat. There was a real big indentation over here. Yeah, it was almost probably one of those deals where they kind of crammed it in on this side, but the book looks really, really great. I think it looks really great. So yeah, let's see. Let's just take a look at this thing. It looks very, very nice and presentable. I wonder what about that part too, right there, because I don't remember that being there. And then this part down here, I don't remember that, but this was a piece of concern right there. We were worried that was going to potentially fall off, but we weren't concerned about that part. Now let's take a look at the back. The back looks very, very nice. And it does actually look cleaned up. Maybe he did clean it up for me. So I appreciate that. That looks good. Back looks awesome. All right, so for this book, man, I don't know. Like I said, I want it to be maintain the 3.5. I've got it taped up on the back too, so I didn't look at the grade. I want it to be maintain the 3.5. All right, so here we go. We're going to look at the grade. The first is a 0. So it either got a grade bump or it got, ding down to a 3. So here we go. Please be a 4. There's the point. Tim's probably so annoyed right now, my buddy. Is it a 3? 4.0. Awesome. Check it out, you guys. Grade bump to a 4.0. And it is cream to off-white pages. So I think it like lost a little bit of its good page quality, the good color quality, but it is a 4.0. Looks good. Scuffing on the case. Jeez Louise. I don't think I noticed that. Can you see the scuffing on the case? Jeez Louise. That doesn't bother me as much as it does, I know, some people. But man, my goodness. That is some scuffing right there. Back of the case looks good. No cracks or anything to my knowledge. Yeah, looks pretty good otherwise. Book presents so nicely. I'm not going to mess with any other part of this book because even with this part and with this part, and I don't remember those being there, the entire book presents so much better than what it did. This corner was all kind of like crammed in, like almost like rolled around, and it's nice and flat. Looks really great. A lot of these foldovers are nice and flat now. This side, of course, looks so much better. And so, yeah, the book looks fantastic, and it's a 4.0 now. Let's take a look at some of the numbers maybe and see what the difference between a 3.5 and a 4.0. I don't know if there's going to jump much or anything like that, and it's not really what this one is about. This is a PC book for sure, and so I just want to see, you know, the work that Kenny Sanderson did. The Wizard, he obviously did a very, very beautiful job. Let's see. So it is actually pretty hard to see what the fair market value for this book is because it really doesn't change hands very often. So a 2.0 in November of 2021 sold for $3,395, putting this about $1,609, almost $1,700 a point. So that would almost make this a $6,000 book. Now I'm not 100% sure that that's accurate. It's got to definitely be somewhere in that $4,000 to $6,000 price point. But I don't know if it's $6,700 in value for this book. It's definitely, I mean, this is a beautiful book. And these Golden Age books, people are beginning to realize their rarity. There are just over 100 universally graded. There are 105 universal graded All Flash Quarterly #1. There's 139 total on the census. For 4.0s, there are 6. So this is one of 6 in 4.0 as far as universal grades. There's one restored as well. So this is a fantastic book. Could it be worth $6,000? I don't know. $6,500? I'm not sure. It's definitely worth more than $4,000. But this is a PC book, so hopefully that helps out you guys. I looked at the most recent sale, 2.0, over $3,000 calculated, divided that in half for about $1,700 a point. And then calculated this to be about that. Could be $6,500 book. Who knows? But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun working with Kenny Sanderson on this book. He's working on my Marvel Mystery Comics #14. And that book is just turning out to be so good. I really gave him a lot of time to work on that thing. I'm all paid up. It was definitely an expensive venture because almost every page needed work. So hopefully we'll get that one back at some point. But anytime I send him a book, it's going to be going CGC walkthrough. That's pretty much the only way I'm going to do books going forward. CGC walkthrough. Get him back within a couple weeks. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscription button, hit that bell to be notified when there's future videos. Comment down below what you guys thought and hit that thumbs up. I will talk to you all in the next one. See ya. Bye.